Hello, I'm Lee Haygood. We're here at the Tennessee National Raceway. I've got one of our famous track drivers here at the Tennessee National Raceway anyway. We missed TJ Taylor. He's here with us this evening. We're going to start doing a kind of a driver / track profile deal here. Looking forward to that. We're going to do the best we can of getting it to you. We're going to try to bring as many drivers as we can. Also some of the track officials, so on and so forth. Again, this is all thanks to Tennessee National Raceway, also THR Productions, who is our film crew here at the track. Again, all this come together. We're going to try our best to get it. TJ, good to see you, my friend.
You too.
I see most of your cars and your helmets going around the track, but I rarely get to see you guys. I know I talk to you in the pits and all. Tell us a little bit about TJ.
Just everyday person, I guess.
Every day.
I don't know, just work through the week and race on the weekends.
Work through the week.
That's mainly the life.
Are you a family man?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
You got moms and dads,
Oh, yeah.
brothers and sisters,
Oh, yeah.
and all that? I got to say this to everyone. You're talking about a loud crowd. When I myself mention TJ Taylor, it's like an eruption just happens in the stands. And I appreciate that.
That's
I
good.
appreciate all these people at the track for you.
Oh yeah, I do too. It's nice to have people behind you.
I agree. So what influenced you to get into racing, TJ?
When I was real little, my cousin used to race out here at this track, and my grandpa had a lot to do with his racing, and they'd carry me to the races and let me help on the car and this and that. And then my dad and uncle kind of started racing a little bit, and it just went from there. As soon as I got the first opportunity, we went and bought a car, and I was hooked.
It just trickles down from there.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're definitely doing a good job. Matter of fact, talking about how good a job you done back the opening night, actually, 15th and the 16th of March. You come out here during the USCS was here. You come out here, won the big race out here on the track.
Oh, yeah,
Tell us how it felt to win that first big event of the year.
It was nice to get that first one under the belt. I told my little brother who, helps me at the races, and he's there all week working on the car. I told him, I said, I plan to make a statement the first night out. And, the car worked, everybody that helped on the car, I got to thank them. Rick Epperson, the one that sets my car up for me. We got the car back Thursday night and worked on it all night, didn't go to sleep, and had it ready for Friday night to come racing. So they put their hours in, and I appreciate that, and it was nice to, pay them back for their hard work.
Well, that's how dirt track racing
That's
is.
right.
Everybody tries to help everybody. Whether you're in the pits and you got competitors in the pits, but everybody's got to help everybody out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We consider it a family sport, but it's more of a family sport for you guys in the pits than it is anything else.
That is true. It's nice to have that camaraderie between other drivers. If you tear up, you need something, you can go to the next pit stall over and ask somebody for something, and they're willing to give it to you. And that that always goes back and forth between every driver, every class. It don't matter what you're doing.
And you got a lot of fierce competitors. You run again. TJ Taylor with us this evening. Runs the number 38. Give us your main sponsors for this season.
My main sponsors is Sandrill's Used Cars. I've got a number of sponsors. My dad's shop, Keaton's Auto Repair in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Kevin Smith Logging out of McEwen, Tennessee. Town and Country Home Medical. J&B Auto Parts located here in Hornwall. I'm trying to think of all of them. I know, like I said, Rick Epperson, he helps us a lot. And I'll get all of them here in a minute.
If it wasn't for these sponsors, though, TJ, there's no way possibly.
No.
I don't feel like you could come to a track and run competitively week in and week out.
There's no way. Every little dollar that they put into it helps, and everything that they do. I mean, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for sponsors, and I have to thank each and every one of them for everything that they do. Throughout the year, it all helps. Every little bit.
Absolutely right, and that's the reason personally, as a track announcer, I try my best to make it to each and every one of you guys' pits sometime during the year. Make sure I get all your updated sponsors and this and that. Again, we appreciate all the sponsors, not only for you, but our track sponsors, O'Reilly's, Hibbett's Concrete Service. All those, makes the things go. So we've got that part out of the way. What's your plans going on in the season?
My goal this year is to take home the points championship. I called that at the beginning of the year. I've never really run for a points. I've always traveled around a little bit here and there, and I plan on closing that down, getting that under my belt this year. It'd be nice to take home points championship.
Absolutely, and you know the turnover of ownerships here at the track. I know it's been a little rough on you guys as local racers and all that. But again, I think we've got a good owner now that's going to stand behind us. Hopefully we can get a points championship season in this year.
It would be nice.
And I know you and every other class. Again, you run in the modified street class here. Talking about that, you've got competitors in this class. We're talking about the 52-2. We're talking about, you know, all these other cars that's coming in. I'm talking about Donnie Hensley being one of them. One of your most fierce competitors in this.
Was when I was running modified street.
Was when. You're exactly right. I'm sorry.
I done moved up now.
I knew that.
Me and Donnie we're real good friends. I used to drive that car of Donnie's, and you know, week in and week out, we'd come out here, race, beat and bang, and laugh about it after the race. So, you know, I loved it being in the modified street. It was a little bit time to move up, I thought, and found a good deal on a late model and jumped into that.
And you are, and my apologies for that. And I knew that. I got it on my paper, you know, in the room beside us here. Tell us about your competition in this class.
Oh, it's week in and week out. You know, there's guys, you know, AJ Ferguson and you know, Dowdy and just everybody that comes here. I know Cody Martin's down there tonight, and there'll be different people here every week that'll show up. You know, somebody will come in, and it's a chance that you can throw 10 drivers in a hat and pick out who's going to win. You never know. So, and that's what I like. I'd much rather beat, you know, the best than go out there with 2 or 3 cars and win a race.
And you got a couple of good ones. You mentioned one of them, Dowdy, and he's got another car in the field driven by Dustin Studs.
Dustin Studs, he's coming around. He's doing real good.
He's one of those that started in the smaller, you know, the mini stocks, I guess you could say, and moved his way up. Now he's driving for Mark Dowdy and what we consider our limited late model or 2-barrel crates, whichever one you want to look at. But again, the competition gets more fierce the higher you go.
Right, that is true.
So with that being said, who do you think you're going to have to challenge this year for the points championship?
I really, you know, it's too early to tell because you don't know who's going to be here every week. I know running a points championship, to run for the points, you've got to be there every week. You know, you don't have to win every race, but if you're there every week, you're in the drawing, and you know, throughout the season, we'll see who's going to run with us every year or every week in, week out. And you never know, but I mean, there's a lot of them out there that I'll be fighting with. So
are you playing? You're in what most dirt tracks would consider the second class,
right?
Under your super lights, of course. Do you ever look forward to going into a super late model?
It'd take a little more sponsor help.
No, I understand.
Just to be honest, but I'd love to. I mean, if I had the chance to drive one today, I'd hop in one just quick as I could, but. Right now, I'm set where I'm at and I like it, but you know, if that opportunity comes, then I'll take it.
And you know, again, and I didn't mean to belittle anyone that's in this limited lane because you and I both know the reason these tracks went to us for the economy reasons.
Right.
You know, the economy's down. People's having to fight to get what they get, and like you said, got to have those sponsors.
Right.
You know, so let's say if THR Productions come to you today and offered you a ride in Super Lakes, you'd probably jump in that thing and take
right,
off.
I would. In a heartbeat.
Wouldn't blame you one bit, buddy.
So.
Well, TJ, we're going to close this out pretty soon, but again, you are the first to do our little driver profile here at Tennessee National Raceway. We appreciate everything you do for the track, because just being here, and again, I love your fan following. Tell them guys to stay as loud and be as proud as they can, because again, we really enjoy it.
Right.
TJ, best of luck tonight and the rest of the season, and best of luck on winning the points championship.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate you. And as for me, again, good luck for tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
And for all of you watching, again, we appreciate you joining us here at Tennessee National Raceway. Driver TJ Taylor, sitting to my right, driver of our limited late 2-barrel crates is what you can call. So again, I'm Lee Haygood. Until next time, again, thanks for joining us. Godspeed.